Now, the newly created Gauteng Gauteng E-Department, that's right?
E-Government Department.
E-Government Department. Okay, we're going to get an explanation for you now. I'm just making sure I get the name of it right. We'll convene a 2-day summit at Gallagher Convention Centre on the 2nd to the 3rd of November 2015. The focus will be on implementing an initiative that will help improve service delivery for citizens. Well, joining us now, you saw her a bit earlier, Gauteng MEC of Finance, Barbara Creecy, in studio just to talk a little bit about it. So nice to see you, MEC. Welcome to the programme.
Thank you. Good morning, Leanne.
All right, so we talk about the Gauteng E-Government Department. I mean, talk to me a little bit about this. What does it all entail?
Well, the Gauteng provincial government took a decision some years ago to start to move to a situation where we provide some of our services online for citizens. It obviously means that we have had to build a broadband network that will connect up all of our government buildings, all of our institutions, including our hospitals and schools. And I think the idea is to make government more efficient. It's, of course, an important economic enabler because we're taking broadband connectivity into areas of the province where it hasn't previously existed. It improves citizens' access to services. They don't have to, in the future, won't have to travel to a government office. I mean, I think our vision is that at some stage in the future, citizens would be able to apply for a house online, apply for a place in a school online. And obviously it's also important because it promotes the development of the knowledge economy in our province.
Yeah. Who are we targeting? Are we trying to get to every single citizen? I know that we speak about some of the stumbling blocks of the access to connectivity, access to computers, although majority of people do own cell phones, but it depends on the type of cell phone, whether it can actually access into data and things like that. But who are you targeting at this point?
Well, as I said, at the moment what provincial government is aiming to do is to link up all of our government institutions to a high-speed broadband network. You would already have government connectivity through satellite. But if you want to start to do more sophisticated things, for example, as I say, apply for a place in a school, apply for a house, at the moment we are already allowing service providers to upload their invoices online to be paid by government. If you want to do those kind of more sophisticated things, MEC Lesufi's paperless classrooms, then obviously the speed and the breadth of your connectivity is important. And we know that satellite might take us everywhere quickly, but it doesn't necessarily always facilitate those kinds of services. So that's why we're connecting government to the broadband network so that we can facilitate better service delivery.
Yeah. In terms of easy navigation, I imagine you're trying to sort of make it accessible for everybody in terms of, doesn't matter what age group, but to try and not make it too complicated. I mean, that must be a trick in itself. Yes, I think that there are lots of international examples of very inaccessible amalgamated services. So the design of the website is something that we're still working on, having one point of access, because government doesn't want, citizens don't want to be told, oh, we went to the GPG portal and we were told, no, this is not a GPG service, go to the local government. We want to try and build, and that's why our relationships with all levels of government, national and local, are very important to us, and that's an important focus of the summit that we're having over the next 2 days, is to bring everybody together so that ultimately all of the work that we're doing at different levels of government must facilitate interoperability and, as you say, citizens having one point of access to e-government services. Indeed, indeed, and that ease of use and that one-stop shop almost, that you can speed things up, because that's what it's about. It's about speeding things up a lot more. From research conducted, is this what people want? Well, I think that more and more one would find that the younger generation expect to receive services online. As you correctly said, there's a lot of mobile phone penetration. I would imagine that people of my generation, it's something that we would have to do more work on. But I think that if people can come to understand that it's easier for them, they don't have to travel.
They don't have to experience the frustration of going to a government department, submitting papers, coming back after a year, being told, oh, your application was lost. You know, I think citizens do experience frustration with government red tape. So if they feel that this is a better way of doing things, I think, you know, we've all learned to submit our tax online. Once upon a time we thought, oh, that's going to be very difficult, but we're used to doing that now. So I think that lots of people receive their electricity bills online.
Yeah.
So, you know, these are things I think that we're all learning to do.
Yeah, certainly. And it really does. It does make our lives a lot easier. Just finally, what is a great example of a country that is doing this and that it's working and that its citizens are just finding that, you know, this is the service we expect?
Well, I think Singapore is a very good example. Korea, I think, is the leading country in the world. We are fortunate at this conference to have representatives from the agency that supports the Singapore government. They'll be sharing with us. We've also got representatives from Kenya. I think we're interested in looking at what they're doing on the rest of the continent, because they would have similar
infrastructure,
civil society-based conditions to what we have. So I think there's lots we can learn from other countries, and we hope this conference will do that for us.
Excellent. Well, good luck. I hope it all goes well. Barbara Creecy talking to us here, the MEC of Finance here in Gauteng, talking about this Gauteng e-government department that is just expected to make our lives a lot easier. It's taking place tomorrow and the next day at the Gallagher Convention Centre. Thanks again, and good luck with all of it. Let's take a break. We'll see you after this.